So obviously
Okay.
there's been a lot of changes in Bellator lately. Now you're heading into the PFL
Yes.
with an undefeated record.
Yeah, fun.
Are you excited?
I'm excited. I think the thing, I don't know, there's like, it's been a lot of stress, a little with all the unknown going on. Like the sale happened, they announced it, and then there was like nothing with,
it's been kind of
like no communication.
silence.
Yeah,
Right.
like no communication with the fighters, and I'm talking to my manager, and I know I'm annoying everyone because I'm like, what's gonna happen? What am I doing? Like, I want to fight. Like, am I gonna be? You know, they're still holding Bellator events, but then the PFL
it's like
season.
the champion.
Yeah, it's a championship series, and
Yeah.
it's just, there's only 8 events a year. So then, you know, like, I want to fight, you know, at least 3 times a year. Last year I only got 2 in, so that made me sad. But the good thing is with the PFL season is, like, you know, it's a 4 fights in like 8 months. So you're like guaranteed to stay busy, and it's all like back to back to back, but that's fine because I stay training 24/7. I don't think I really stop.
I mean, you're a lifelong martial artist, right? It never really stops.
Yeah, I think in jiu-jitsu kind of conditions you to be that way because there's no season for it. You know, it's like you do the worlds, the pans, the worlds, and then it's like, now it's like no-gi tournaments. There's always something like happening.
Right.
So you just always training, and even all the times where you're like training really hard. Let's say I'm gearing up for like the world championships. You train your butt off, and you're so tired. And I'm like, I can't wait to get through this tournament, and then I'm gonna take a little time off and relax. And the first thing I want to do, no matter if you win or lose, is just get back on the mat. So it's like just
you want to switch
in me.
from the gi into no gi, right? You want to switch it up.
Just, and then you get to train for fun instead of training for like, it's so stressful when you're training to get ready for something versus just training to have fun and like enjoy.
Sort of remind yourself why you love the sport so much.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think that's the beauty of it too, where it's like, I enjoy training, and even stressed out getting ready for something, it's like you get to always go back and do it just like with no pressure. Stay learning, stay like active, but like still enjoy your life.
Yeah. So last time we saw you in the cage was in October. You fought here in San Diego, hometown crowd, first round submission victory.
Yeah.
I mean, that must have been a crazy high, right?
I was so sick. Like, I was so pumped to fight here. It was nice. Like, you gotta like sleep in my own bed on like the day
I remember
before the
talking
fight.
to you about
it was
this.
So nice. Like, have all my own things. I don't have to pack. I have my dogs with me, so like I don't have to worry about leaving them. And then all the like my family here, you know, like my jiu-jitsu family and friends, like the whole gym, everybody came out. Like, I had so much support. It was crazy. Like, even my husband's like employees came. Like half of his office came and watched me fight, which is super sick. But and just to like to feel that energy and to have, it's just nice to like, I don't know, I just have like a great group of people around me like supporting me, and like you work really hard, and sometimes you give a lot and you do a lot, and you're like, I don't know if like it's worth it, like you know, you're just doing so much, and then just to feel like that love back and the appreciation and support from everyone when you like put so much of yourself into something is just really nice.
So take me back to after winning like that, and then kind of just having all that unknown with the Bellator sale, you know, all that. How do you stay motivated? How do you keep grinding? I mean, we already talked about being a lifelong martial artist and just staying on the mats and training, but especially something specific as fighting. How do you stay motivated this entire time?
I mean, like, I'm so competitive. So like for me, I know I always have to be doing jiu-jitsu because I want to stay sharp. I want to make sure I don't like lose my timing, my skills there, and I love it. So that it's just fun for me. But then with everything else, I want to continue to get better. And so I feel I've always been, and like sometimes it's bad for me to think this way, but I'm like, if I'm not training, I'm getting worse. Like somebody else might be getting better than me, or I'm getting worse. And so that's what motivates me, is like almost like my own like competition with myself to be better than I was the day before, the week before, or whatever. And there's just so much still that I need to improve upon. Like, I want to have my striking like really, really solid.
Yep.
So I can't slack on that at all.
Yeah. It's no secret that when you were in Bellator, you had a tough time fighting fights. People were avoiding you. People didn't want to fight you. Now that you're entering the PFL, you're doing the season, right? You have a guarantee of like 2 fights. We're looking at least 4 fights for you. Does that excite you, knowing that you're going to be able to kind of grind through this year, stay in camp, and have these fights lined up for yourself?
It does. I think like that's probably the most exciting thing about the season. The PFL is like the thing that, you know, everybody's like, oh, if you win, it's $1 million. I'm like, that's cool. Like money's cool. But also being like, I've competed at the highest level in jiu-jitsu for paying money to do that for a long time.
Right.
So money's not like the most motivating thing to me, but staying busy and staying competitive and active really motivates me. So knowing that I have like guaranteed fights that, you know, people can't turn me down. You don't have an option. It's like you fight or you get this fight or you don't fight at all. That like excited me, like I think the most about like the PFL season.
And it's a fresh roster.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
packed.
Yeah. This is, I mean, the tournament like looks pretty solid as far as like the talent there. There's like a lot of really, you know, talented people in the division. So I'm excited to test myself and prove myself.
So we obviously know you have the submission skills. You got some dynamite in your hands, as we've been seeing that as well. What else have you been working on? Like what else do you feel like, is there anything else that you feel like you have to prove out there? I mean, in terms of your game, in terms of like what you want to show? I
just want to continue to prove that I'm like become like a well-rounded martial artist, you know? Like I never, one thing that I've said this a ton of times, but it's like you see a lot of people who are really good at jiu-jitsu and then they start doing MMA and then they think that they're strikers, and it's like
I can count so many.
They like run away from what they're good at, and so it's like I never want to shy away from that, because that's gonna, I've done that for 15 years, 16 years. Like, why would I stop using that? But I also, you know, would like to prove that, you know, I can hang on the feet. Like, I want to always be proving that, like, anywhere it goes, I'm good. Yeah. You know? Yeah.
Let's talk about the incredible camp and the women that you have backing you up for these fights. I mean, you probably have one of the best camps all around, from our Professor Johnny when he's grappling and Angie and everybody on your side. How does that make you feel? Do you feel like that's been giving you some, like, an advantage in these fights, in these camps?
I think it's a huge advantage to have, you know, the right people around you. It means everything. To be in the right environments, to be able to learn the right things. You're not wasting your time. I know I have a lot of women that I can count on that have been doing it for a long time to, like, guide me, show me the way. You know, we all can, like, lean on each other when you're having a bad day. You're having, like, there's so many highs and lows throughout camp. Right. This one, there's been a lot of highs and lows.
It's been a long camp, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I've just been, like, up and down. But just to know that I can have those people there, it's like, I'm like, oh my God, why am I, like, crying? Why am I so upset? I feel, like, so stupid. But then, you know, talk to, like, Angie or Kat or somebody like that, and they're like, we all do it, you know. Some of us just better hiding it than others, and sometimes you just can't, and, like, and then they're, you know, always there to, like, push me, make me better, and, like, we have a good group that can help each other, like, where we're in our weaknesses. We're all kind of, like, grounding each other out. It's kind of nice. Yeah.
Obviously, for the PFL, we can't make you any pretty merch anymore. All the fight kits that we've been doing, you're gonna have to wear their kit. But in a different universe, would we have ever seen you walk out in a gi? Gracie style?
No, I don't think so. I think, because, like, I mean, the gi was, like, my first love. Right. But I, like, love no gi now. So, I don't know. Maybe I would do just my belt. Just put my black belt on. Just over my, like, thing. I think that would be cool. Yeah.
All right, so you're fighting next Saturday. Where's the match? Thursday, April
4th in San Antonio.
San Antonio. Yeah. All right.